Chris Gotterup just won the John Deere Classic because Corn Ferry Tour grinder Ben Kohles rinsed one on 18. And I actually had Chris Gotterup in my weekly pick'em with my friends, so I am going to take partial credit for that. And while Gotterup is heading to Scotland to defend his Scottish Open title, YouTube Golf just wrapped its first real tour event with YGT at Purcell Farms, and I have some thoughts. Let's get into it. So I briefly want to talk about Chris Gotterup winning the John Deere Classic. First off, I love the John Deere Classic, mostly because I've actually played at TPC Deere Run. It is such a pure track. I mean, this course is awesome. It takes such good care of it. It's so fun to play, and it's really cool watching tournaments that you've actually played the course. It's just really cool to see them teeing off where you've teed off, seeing them hit shots that you've hit. I actually played there about 2 weeks after the tournament was over back in 22, I believe. Um, and they still had the rough and everything grown out. The greens were still rolling very quickly. So yeah, needless to say, it kind of ate me alive. And it really makes you appreciate just how good these guys are. But yeah, Chris Gotterup shoots a 62 on Sunday to win the John Deere Classic. And while that is true, unfortunately, it came because of the demise of Ben Kohles. Ben Kohles, I think all he needed was a par to force a playoff. Um, Ended up rinsing one on his second shot, put it in the water, uh, basically handed Chris Gotterup the win. So sucks for Ben Kohles, but really cool to see Chris Gotterup getting it done. Gotterup, he was emotional after the win. He had his brother there on the bag with him, caddying for him. So that was cool to see. And he just had so much gratitude for the tournament. I believe he said that they actually gave him a sponsorship exemption a few years ago when he was getting started. So that's very cool to see. That tournament is kind of near and dear to his heart. Really, really cool to see him win that. Um, the other cool thing is Chris Gotterup is now tied with Matthew Fitzpatrick for the most wins on tour this season, which is, I mean, it's just crazy. Like if you would have said at the beginning of the season that Matt Fitzpatrick and Chris Gotterup were going to be tied for the most wins uh, in the season come the 1st of July, I would have said you're crazy. Like that's nuts. But here we are, and what's cool is Chris Gotterup. I mean, this guy is. I mean, he's a player, man. He is elite. I think he is going to stick around for a while. He's young, and I actually think that he's going to be a force to be reckoned with come Ryder Cup time. Americans are in desperate need of some true elite players. I think he's all the way up to, oh, I want to say he's number like 7 in the official world golf rankings. Um, he is playing lights out, or maybe he's number 7 in the FedEx Cup rankings. I'll have to look that up. But yeah, he's playing really well, and I think this is going to continue into Ryder Cup season. Might play his way into a automatic qualifying position, which would be really cool to see. But I could definitely see him being an anchor for this American squad for years to come. So awesome to see. Uh, and yeah, while all that was going on at the TPC Deer Run, the John Deere Classic, we actually just wrapped the YGT first event at Purcell Farms, and there is a lot to talk about. So yeah, let's get into it. So the YGT, man, I mean, there is a lot to talk about, a lot to discuss. I think that they got a lot of things right. And I also think that there are some things that could have been improved upon. But, overall, I think it was a huge success. Each video got at least 1 million views, if not more. Um, So definitely interest. Obviously, a success when you have millions upon millions of people, views, watching, seeing the golf. Uh, $1 million finale at the end is going to be really cool to see. So let's start with what I think they got right. So the draft. I think the draft, showing the behind the scenes, was honestly like maybe the most captivating part of the entire series. I think it was really fun to watch the draft, seeing people's reactions, not only in the comments but actually, there at the event, watching people get drafted. Kind of the shocked people where George Bryan took Josh Kelly and Chance Taylor got picked last. Like, boy, there's some interesting things after this first event that you're gonna maybe look back on the draft and be like, wow, like how did that happen? The next thing that I think the YGT did smartly was the first 9 holes being a scramble format with uh, the all four original team members, not bringing in the wild card too soon. I think also the teams playing all together in the scramble format for the first 9 holes was smart. It was super fun because you got to see kind of how the teams were starting to gel together. I like that. The next thing that I think they got right was the cut. I loved that there was a cut. It really made it feel like this is not just another YouTube channel. Like there was real stakes on the line. The cut made it feel real, made it feel competitive. You could tell that these guys really wanted it. Like even Team George at the end were like, "Oh, we're only 2 shots off the cut or the next team up." Um, so yeah, I think that they got that right for sure. And then I think the wild card actually went really, really well. I wasn't sure how it was gonna go. I thought it was kind of gimmicky. Like right when I heard about it, when I heard that they were gonna do a wild card, bring someone in, I just wasn't sure. I didn't know how they were gonna incorporate it, but the way that they did it, I think was really, really cool. The wild cards were awesome. They played a really big factor from John Peterson. I mean, just playing really, really well there at the end. Ben Haddon, same thing. Seeing those two go up against each other in the finals, that was really cool. Having the wild cards face off. Michael Block coaching up Sam, Luke Quan, Chance Taylor, the whole man controversy at the end of the second video. Like that's kind of weird, man. Like I I don't know if you guys saw Grant his tweet talking about how they shouldn't have left it in, but they wanted it to feel raw. I would be if I was them, I'd be thanking Michael Block. Also maybe apologizing to him. I don't know if he's the one that didn't want it in there. I know they got a lot of kind of backlash, but I think it made it feel real. He really cared. It was interesting. I came here for 9 holes. I came here for 9 holes. That's it. Flew all this way for 9 holes. You could take that a couple of different ways. Like, was he saying like this is stupid, or is he like mad that he didn't play very well? Or not that he didn't play very well, that they didn't make the cut. I don't know. But either way, generated a lot of talk and um, positive press for the YGT, which is, I mean, when it comes to content creation and the creator space, that's kind of what it's all about. Those are all of the things that I think the YGT got right. So now I kind of want to move into what I think that they maybe got wrong or could definitely improve upon in future events. So the first thing that I think that they got wrong was alternate shot, everyone playing on the same team and not playing against an opponent. I don't think that's the way that they need to do it moving forward. Um, it was kind of too much. Like it was cool in the scramble, 9 holes playing together. I think going forward they should not do that many holes together as one team. I want to see them going up against another team in alternate shot. Alternate shot is chaotic. It's fun. It's actually one of my favorite events in the Ryder Cup. But when they weren't facing off against another team, even if they aren't facing off directly like match play, I think it would have been a little bit added pressure to see, you know, Michael Block going up against Ben Haddon or Grant and Luke playing I don't know, uh Wes and Ryan Ruffles, like whoever. Uh but just having everyone on the same team, I wouldn't do that again if I were them. I would definitely have alternate shot be against opponents versus being all together. The scramble, definitely keep the first 9 holes, everyone gelled together as a team. I really like that. But when it comes to the next 9 holes and alternate shot, I think they definitely need to be playing against other people. And guys, this is probably my biggest gripe with the whole thing. I was so disappointed in the singles 1v1. It ended up being stroke play instead of match play. I personally, I just can't understand why they would choose to do stroke play. Like I get like you want to see like what people shoot, like Brad Dahlke almost shooting the course record. It's cool, but to me it just takes so much out of singles. Because you have runaway matches. Like Micah destroyed Garrett. Like Garrett was just outclassed. And the result probably would have ended up being the same. However, it probably would have been a lot closer. And you could just tell, like, right from the beginning, Garrett's wins were kind of taken out of his sails. And then Ryan Ruffles, probably one of the best golfers there. I mean, he didn't have a chance. Brad Dahlke shot almost the course record, and it was pretty much out of hand really early on. So I think that that is a huge, huge, huge mistake. I don't know. I don't get it. I mean, the only competitive match play event that happens now is the Ryder Cup. They used to do the Dell match play in Austin, the PGA Tour did, but they don't do that anymore. So YGT being what it is could have easily capitalized on everyone loves match play because it's exciting, it keeps things close, it keeps things interesting. I would just I they're not I obviously probably no one's going to watch this video from the YGT. But if you are watching or listening, switch the singles matches to match play. Don't do stroke play. To me, that's just a huge, huge miss. It's way more fun, way more interesting to watch match play at the end. 5 1v1 matches during match play would be electric. And not that it wasn't electric, like it did come down, Ben Haddon versus John Peterson there at the end, um, Sean and Wesley, but it just avoids like those kind of runaway matches. And I mean, you could just see Garrett, Ruffles, like they're the wins were just kind of taken out of their sails, or even Roger Steele. When he was, 10 over or whatever, because he had one bad hole and it kind of took him out of it. It's like that's what that eliminates. Like you get Roger Steele could shoot a quad on a hole and still be right in the match with Peter Finch, and that would have been a much better match. I'd have to go back and watch and see what it would have actually ended up being, but it would have been more fun to watch, that's for sure. That's my like hottest take, I think, is they really messed up the 1v1 matches. Uh they should definitely do match play instead of stroke play moving forward. So finally, I want to go through my personal official power rankings for the YGT. And I'm not going to include the wild cards. This is just going to be for the main 16 players. If you want my official wild card rankings, I would say Ben Haddon, John Peterson, Michael Block, and then JP. I mean, good Lord, JP, whatever his name is, the Instagram guy says he's a +6 on Instagram. I mean, missing those 3 footers is kind of like inexcusable. Like that was crazy. And he did it not once, but he did it twice. It's like, oh, yikes! Way to let your team down, man. Um, but anyways, those are my wild card rankings. But yeah, let's get into my top 16 power rankings. So starting off, we have Josh Kelly. I think it's crazy that Josh Kelly got picked in front of Chance Taylor, and I think that is going to be a running theme throughout the entire season. George, I understand vibes, whatever, but Chance Taylor is such a stick. And to pick a guy like Josh Kelly instead of him, it's crazy. Same thing, Roger Steele. Man, he did not look very good during this first event. Maybe he's going to turn it on, but he alluded to it. He's usually just talking about golf. He's not playing in high pressure situations like this. Yeah, so 16 we got Josh Kelly, 15 Roger Steele. Uh, then there's a very large gap in my opinion between skill, talent, or at least in these power rankings from this first event. 14, Garrett Clark. There's no disrespect to Garrett. He's one of the biggest reasons YouTube golf is what it is, but just from this event, he was just kind of outclassed. I mean, I'll be totally honest. Micah wiped him in their 1v1 matches. He didn't really want to play an alternate shot, which is not very reassuring to your team. Yeah, Garrett comes in at number 14. 13, Sam. I like Sam. He's got game, but compared to the names above him, I need more evidence. I watched him at the Q. I watched him here. But strictly going off the YGT at Purcell Farms, this event, this tour, I've got him at 13. 12 is Toombs. Good enough to move up. Right now, this feels like kind of the right range for him. It's interesting that he was Georgia's first pick. I don't know. I don't know a lot about him, but from what I saw, not worthy of a first round pick, and I would definitely put him in that 12th spot. 11, Peter Finch. Did not have his best stuff this event. I mean, he struggled a lot. He was right there with Roger Steele, who was also not playing good until Roger obviously blew up. So yeah, I've got Peter in the 11th spot. I highly expect him to move up these rankings as the season goes on, though. 10, which is kind of surprised, is Taco Golf. He is an excellent golfer. Did not have his best stuff either. Honestly, the whole of Team George did not have their best stuff. Number 9, again, team captain, George Bryan. Boy, he just didn't play very well. I mean, I have him at the 9 hole, just didn't play great. Didn't play good enough to be higher than any of these other guys. Next we have Grant. Grant in the 8 hole. He's steady. He's not going to scare you the same way that a guy like Brad or Sean Walsh does, but he is steady. And yeah, I think he deserves to be right here in the 8th seed. 7, Luke Kwan. Luke has the potential to be a top 3 guy here, I think. It's going to be interesting to see how he can move up based upon his mindset. I think he gets a little negative. I kind of talked about it in my last video. But yeah, Luke at 7. Number 6, Micah Morris. Man, the guy played exceptionally well here. Now, he is very familiar with Purcell Farms. Him and Garrett used to play here all the time. But Wesley alluded to it a lot, that he's been really working on his game, really grinding, and that showed up. He played phenomenal. He didn't give Garrett even an inch in their match. It was never even a question that he was going to win that against Garrett. I would be very, very happy if I was Wes with Micah's performance. Number 5, we have Chance Taylor. Chance, man, I think he's got the potential to be a top 3 guy in this tour. Like seriously, his game is so good, and I think he definitely deserves to be in this top 5. Number 4, Wes. Boy, Wesley. By far and away probably the most accomplished golfer on the YGT. But if we are just talking about how they performed in the YGT at Purcell Farms, uh, I cannot put Wes above Ryan, Sean, or Brad. Boy, he just missed those putts that could have sealed his team's win, and they needed a team captain, and he failed. Now, with all that being said, he's still in the 4th spot. He's still better than all the other golfers I've mentioned. Number 3, Ryan Ruffles. I mean, the dude's really, really good. But boy, he just got a tough draw there against Brad. But yeah, Ryan's an elite player. I could see him finishing the season at number 1 in the power rankings. Um, the ceiling is obvious for Ryan. He has just real competitive player energy. Number 2, Sean Walsh. Sean is consistent, gets birdies, doesn't hit it a long ways, but the dude is good. He looks like he belongs at the top, and Brad has just got to be thrilled with his first overall pick. Sean played really, really well uh, throughout the entire event at Purcell Farms. And last but not least, of course, is Brad Dalkey. Brad is the measuring stick right now. Until someone proves otherwise, he is going to be the guy that everyone is chasing. Brad, man, almost shot the course record there on the last day. Dude can just flat out play. And he was actually leading the DP World Tour event just last week or a couple weeks ago. Um, After Friday. Got a sponsorship exemption. Yeah, the dude is an elite player. Um, and boy, Team Brad is going to be tough to beat this year. Team George has the players to do it, but boy, they have to do something to play better. George has got to be better with his picks when it comes to the wild card. Team Grant, um, I think that they also have the ability to make these cuts, get in the top 2, um, but it's gonna be a grind for them because Team Brad and Team West are the measuring sticks right now. They are both very good teams. It'll be interesting to see as the year progresses and more wild cards get brought in, how much of an effect the wild cards have. As of right now, it seems like they're going to have a lot. So I think these captains maybe didn't realize how much of an effect these wild cards were going to have. Um, but now they do. Now they know. And I think that the wild card selections are going to be um, even more so prominent in the coming events. So, guys, that is going to be all for me. If you didn't know, I have a product that I promote that I made. I plan golf trips for uh, me and my friends every single year for the last 6 years. I got tired of constantly um, people asking me when's the tee times, when are flights, where are we staying again. So what I did was create the ultimate golf trip playbook. You can get that in the link in the description below. Go check that out. It would be a huge support to me and the channel. If you like this, please like, subscribe, share it with your friends. I'm going to be doing this hopefully for a long time coming. I love talking about golf. I love talking to you guys, creating this community. So that's going to be it for me. Hope you guys have an incredible rest of your week, and we will see you in the next one. Peace.